This is Mark's Animal News Network, and I am your host, Mark McMorris Jr. I'd like to welcome you back once again, friends and followers. Thank you for joining us for another Animal News Network presentation. My news presentation today is different. These are observations of my own experiences. This story is only personal in that I want to express some observations in my life that may benefit only to some people. My life right after retirement was one of leisure, golf, boating, typical hobbies for a retiree. I wanted to do something more with my life. I wanted to help animals. My first choice was to volunteer at a shelter here in South Florida. Then, to my surprise, the shelters I offered my services to, in my opinion, were not very helpful. Needless to say, I did not return. But the need to help animals still persisted. So, I decided to open up my own animal rescue service after months of acquiring the knowledge and skills for such an endeavor. Of course, it is now called Mark's Animal Rescue, Inc., a 501c3 program. Now, what I consider the real story, in my time as a rescuer with actual hands-on experience, I have seen what I consider the day-to-day abuse of animals. We can all go to the TV, a website, and see those abuses that make the news. But I am now talking about the abuse that never makes the news. Caging animals 10 to 12 hours a day, leaving them in their own waste. No water, food. Pet owner gets home, wants to beat the animal because he or she created a mess. Then there is the parent who just leaves the pet all day in the home in complete isolation. The pet chews and or destroys some parts of the house while you are gone. The owner cannot understand why their pet just destroyed some materialistic object of theirs. So what happens? The pet gets beat again. Now let's take the pet who stays outside. May have a yard with or without proper shelter, food, water. Unfortunately, many times when I learn about an animal, he is a prisoner in the yard. No stimulation, no food, and many times no water. And not only is he relegated to the backyard, but is also tied to some object with little or no room to exercise. The point is that many so-called pet owners should never own a pet. Abusing an animal, not only is it a legal issue, but an issue that goes to the very soul of that individual who abused that animal. For those pet owners who may be guilty of such abuse, as well as those who are downright evil to these voiceless little souls, I want to tell you about some of my observations in my working years. Worked in medicine some 30 plus years. During that time, I have seen my share of death at the bedside. I have seen people with smiles on their face as they were leaving this world. I have seen people reaching out to loved ones, calling their name, ready to go home. And as I sat there, I had to believe that these people were experiencing some great revelation. There's also another side that I have witnessed as well. True fear in the face of some of those who died. I had to wonder what it was in their life that their reactions were so different to death than those that were happy. Many people who are familiar with my posting know that I am a person who has faith and believes in the power of prayer. Even if you are a non-believer, and I do not judge you or anyone else, but I have to always wonder what in these people's lives made them face death so different. Me, I would like to face death knowing that my life meant something, that I brought no harm to people, are animals, and that I gave back for the blessings I received. Friends and followers, thank you for joining us and hope you will make Mark's Animal News Network a permanent part of your day. And we ask you to please subscribe to our news channel and leave your comments below. This is Mark's Animal News Network. I am Mark McMorris Jr. Thank you, and God bless.